So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to access a feature called freeze panes in Microsoft Excel. So for example, I have this Excel sheet here and it has some data. So I want to make this top row visible when I scroll with the headings. So to do that, I need to go to View, and this is the tab Freeze Panes. And this freeze pane, there's an explanation here. Freeze a portion of the sheet to keep it visible while you scroll through the rest of the sheet. I'll click on this drop down here, and there are three options. To freeze the top row, I need to click on this Freeze Top Row. So when I scroll with the mouse, the top row stays visible. So to unfreeze it, I just need to click back the tab and select on Freeze Panes. So I want to make column A visible when I scroll here from left to right. So I go back on the Freeze Pane tab here and select Freeze First Column. Now when I scroll here, it's visible. So to unfreeze that, click on the Freeze Pane tab and unfreeze panes. So if I want to make the top row and the first column visible, so to do that, click on the Freeze Panes, and it's the first option, Freeze Panes. Keep rows and columns visible while the rest of the worksheet scrolls, and it's based on the current selection. So I just have to select here with the mouse, and I want the first row and the first column to be visible. When I scroll, click on the Freeze Panes tab and select Freeze Panes. So when I scroll down with the mouse, the first row is visible, it stays there. When I scroll here, the first column is visible. I'm going to unfreeze that. Click on the tab, unfreeze panes. So if I want to make these two columns visible, A and B, and I also want to make 1 and 2 visible when I scroll, I can do that. So I have to select from the first two columns, select this cell here, and from the row, I want this first row to be visible and this row also, so I select this cell. So I'll click on the Freeze Panes tab and select the first option. Now when I scroll, you can see the first two rows are visible. And when I scroll left to right, the two columns are visible. So that's how you use the Freeze Panes. I thank you for watching, and I thank you also for subscribing.